Tiffany's content, and welcome back to my channel. I'm starting to love my new haircut, but hey, we got a lot to talk about. Tropical Storm Melissa may become a major Hurricane 3. Okay, I'm going to show you everything. We have a lot to talk about. Right now, it's still lingering, stalling, causing a lot of flooding potential over in the Caribbean Sea. Okay, going towards the Hispaniola Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, you got over there. A lot of things that's happening right now, and it's still in decision mode, okay? But what we do know, it's going to be a lot of flooding, okay? Definitely a lot of flooding, a lot of lightning and thunderstorms, heavy rainfall throughout this weekend. So we're going to be looking at this and tracking this storm for a few days now, all the way up into next week, okay? And I'll show you that as well. But right now, you can see that it has a huge amount of moisture, rain, thunderstorms, and lightning all right there in the Caribbean Sea, just stalling and just, moving. It's moving about 2 to 3 miles per hour. So it's moving, but it's moving very slow. And that spin is about 50 miles per hour, and the wingspan is 105 miles per hour, just about. So it's very wide, it's very big, and it's very severe right now with all that flooding and rainfall just going to be lingering over in that Caribbean Sea. Definitely going to have some feeder bands reaching Haiti, Jamaica, definitely the Hispaniola area. Okay, so we're going to take a look, and you can see that it's going to reach 105 up to 120 miles per hour right south of Jamaica. And I wouldn't be surprised if it even reaches Jamaica. That eye is kind of where that cone is, but the cone, you can see how wide it is, and it goes past Jamaica. Okay, I've never seen a cone that big, and it's definitely wide. Okay, so that means that it's covering a lot of areas just to be safe and just to be calm. But check this out, a Hurricane 3 at 120 miles per hour. Okay, and that's looking like Monday. Okay, so this means that we're going to have this major hurricane in the ocean for the next few days, all the way up until Monday. Okay, it's only Wednesday right now. Okay, so that's almost a full week of tracking a storm. Okay, so that is very life-threatening and very potential hazardous. I'm going to show you the total amounts of rainfall that could exceed more. So right now they're looking at Jamaica and the Hispaniola Islands between 8 to 12 inches of rain, which is about 200 to 300 meters of rain. Okay, going all the way up to 30 inches of rain in that center eye. Okay, that is massive amount of rainfall. Okay, so everybody just be careful and just be aware about that. Okay, I want you to stay tuned to your local listings. I'm that extra eye out there for you, and also for you to share it along for those who have not seen it. A lot of people do not watch the news. I'm going to bring it to you on the social media platforms so that you are aware, but make sure that you're staying tuned to your local listings. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, but right now you're seeing a lot of heavy rainfall that's going to be lingering on in that Caribbean Sea. Okay, you're going to see the dates here. You're going to see that starting from Thursday 2 a.m. you're going to see that it's going to start picking up a big spin, picking up that rotation, and definitely try to become a hurricane as early as Friday. Okay, and remain a hurricane for 3 days. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going into Monday. So that's 4 days. Then it becomes a major Hurricane 3 potentially. Okay, so we're still going to keep an eye out on it. We're still going to watch it, but that cone is massive. It's covering a lot of areas. Okay, you got Cuba, Haiti, you got Jamaica in that cone. Okay, you're going to get those feeder bands and a lot of rainfall also reaching Puerto Rico and also the rest of the Hispaniola Islands as well. But right now, it's still in decision mode. So basically, we don't know where it's going to go. This is the cone of uncertainty, basically, and you're going to see a lot of models and people spitting it out there, and the tracks of where it potentially may go. And you're going to see that a lot of forecast models have it everywhere. Nobody has made a complete decision yet, but it's everywhere. Okay, so probably later on, today or tomorrow, we may have a better track. Okay, but you're going to see the intensity level is some even have it up to a Hurricane 5, okay? So you just got to be careful. These categories and the 120 miles per hour, that's a Category 3. So as it gets stronger and bigger and wider, it can potentially pick up a lot of more spin. So you just want to be careful with that. Tropical tidbits has it still, lingering over in that Caribbean Sea. It's trying to give it a more track as it moves more east, but then other models are pulling it more west. So right now there's two big high pressures, okay? And you're looking at the Euro model here, and it's basically being blocked. Okay, so that's keeping the tropical storm Melissa right in the center. Okay, so you're gonna have both high pressures blocking it and kind of like stalling it in that center pocket there. So you're gonna see a lot of models, trying to change as it try to locate its possible and potential development. Okay, and then looking at the GFS model, it's still trying to take it, more out towards the Bahamas and even the peninsula of Florida even, okay? So you just got to be careful with a lot of these models. We're just going to keep making sure that we're watching everything for you. But again, these models can change, okay? They have it a few times a day. I'm going to keep you updated on that all the way up until, the storm is over, okay? I did see, other potential ones trying to spin up, but right now, all the full attention is on this huge, massive tropical storm, Melissa, in the Caribbean Sea. It's going to bring on major flooding to the Hispaniola Islands, Jamaica even, okay? So you just want to be careful. Jamaica, you are not out of that, cone of uncertainty. It can still, the eye can still go right through Jamaica. We just don't know yet, okay? But right now that we are still tracking the Melissa floods, and I told you yesterday that it is very odd that they are close to those 7 military strikes, okay, for those alleged drug busts, okay? But make sure you're staying tuned to Tiffany's content. I'm going to keep you updated. It is Tiffany's content. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Be safe.